diggity boom, what you do to me. It's so new.
Hello and welcome to a selection episode of Hot Diggity Dog, a podcast about dog movies from the boneheads at Predictocast. I'm Josh, and joining me on this magnificent selection journey is Skinner. Hey, Skinner.
Hey, Josh. Hey, all you boneheads.
Perfect.
Doesn't even make sense.
No, it's perfect. Dogs love bones.
Do they?
And they have 4 legs, which is why we have 4 films today to select from on this selection episode, and we will take that pick and we will head over to patreon.com/predictocast, and we will talk all about the movie we pick here today. But before we get to our picks, we have to lay out what we have on our list and let you know what those movies are about so you can be anticipating which one we'll get along with us. So, previously on the list, we had Diamond Dog Caper, Ace of Hearts, Chomps, and we are adding a new movie to that list today. But before I tell you what it is, let's go through what we have on the list currently so you know where we're at, and then we'll add the new film, and then Skinner will use the patented Selectotron. Wait, what's it called? Random Thing Picker. That's it.
Wait to try to pick a better word for it. It is the random thing picker.
The Random Thing Picker, yes. The Selectotron was too expensive, so we did not take it. Yeah, so we have, first up, we have Diamond Dog Caper, which is about a diamond thief. They're hiding some $5 million in stolen diamonds on a golden retriever. I haven't quite figured out how that's going to work. Do they shove it up the dog's ass? I'm not sure.
They probably don't, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. Amazon says this is rated 7+, so that means over 7-year-olds are appropriate to watch this movie. And a clever young boy, he falls in love with the dog and discovers their secret. And I guess that's it. It doesn't say that he tries to stop them. It just said he discovers what they're doing.
Oh, hey, look at that. The movie.
There's some, it's pretty funny in the image. The dog has his paws on his face, and he's in Home Alone. It's very weird looking. There's some squirrels. There's an anvil. There's French Stewart and Chris Farley's brother. Looks like a laugh riot.
Yes, a riot of laughs, which so many of these movies simply are.
Next up, we got Ace of Hearts. Stars Dean Cain, our favorite punching bag and piece of shit, who just seems to have lots of opinions, but still finds himself cast in these terrible, terrible, terrible movies. He's apparently he's a distinguished member of a canine police unit. He has a best friend named Ace, who's a police dog. Ace is apparently falsely accused of mauling a suspect, and an overzealous DA convinces the authorities that Ace should be euthanized. You know, this movie for kids.
Gotta raise those stakes. The kids love steaks.
Yeah, and so he tries to clear his longtime partner's good name. It's funny because Amazon lists it in the genres drama and kids.
Once again, my question about these movies we watch, these dog movies, are they really for kids? Are kids watching these? Half the time, there's no way any kid would ever watch one of these movies or stay interested in it.
Hey,
I'm certain it's old people.
That is a perfect thing that you just brought up, because the very first review made only a year ago, this movie came out in 2008, and someone in February of 2019 decided to leave a 3-star review on Amazon that says this is not a movie for kids younger than 12.
I mean, it's for kids older than 7, so they're wrong.
They give all the reasons why it's not good for their kids ages 3, 6, and 9. But the last sentence is the best, which is the acting was not great and the storyline was a bit weak.
I love, we talk about the Amazon reviews and other reviews of these movies often to get away from talking the movies for a little bit. But I love people who watch these and then are shocked that the acting is bad. I don't understand it. Every time there's someone's like, oh, acting was so weak. It's like, wait, what did you think it was going to be? Like, what reality have you been in there? You click on these dog movies on Amazon Prime and like, this is the one. I'm in for a good evening of thespians. It baffles me.
Yeah, I'm interested to get to that one, just because it's always fun to shit on Dean Cain. Because he sucks.
Well, in one of these movies, he's going to be euthanized. It's going to happen.
He gets turned into a dog and sent to a death chamber. Next up on the list, we have the one that I am personally pulling for, Chomps. CHOMPS. That's an acronym, of course, that stands for Canine Home Protection System, except that it doesn't, because that's not how acronyms work. Apparently, a security systems company is going down the drain when a young electronics genius invents Chomps. It's a robot dog, which is powerful and vicious when activated, which he hopes will stop a crime wave and help him win the security system owner's daughter. Okay?
Sure, why not? I mean, that's a goal. I mean, if you're inventing a vicious robot dog, do it for love.
Yeah, I mean, it makes the most sense to me. Like, I don't know how that works. I mean, we'll know if we watch it, but...
Why do they need a robot dog instead? The police are vicious when activated.
I have discovered a very interesting fact here. We don't do a ton of research. We just sort of glean what's going on, and then we dive into what's happening. And it turns out that even though Amazon lists this movie as being released in 2012,
that's always
in fact,
bullshit.
It's from 1979.
Phenomenal. That's the biggest gap in like fact that they've ever done with their dates.
This person says that it's a cute family classic. It's a movie from their childhood. It was rated G in the US and PG in Canada. It should have a PG rating here in the US as well because of the language used by a character in the movie.
I hope the dog says fuck.
I hope it's the dog. They get one fuck in a PG back in the 70s.
I think you get a few penises in the 70s for a PG.
And finally, but that's the one I'm pulling for. Maybe a little less now that I know it was from 1979.
Actually, I'm hoping a little more going for it now, honestly.
It might be more fun, maybe. You're right. And finally, we are adding to the list today, The Bike Squad. And this movie caught my eye because it feels like multiple films just jammed into one. And the last time we had that was Oddball, which actually turned out to be a good movie. Like, not a goofy movie, but like a pretty decent story. But this one sounds like it'll be less good than that. So The Bike Squad, it says, unable to spend time with his father, Ryan befriends a group of cyclists, and as Ryan's dog gets stolen, they soon find themselves involved in a big dog napping ring in which hounds are being stolen for research purposes.
Oh, I'm so excited. I hope The Bike Squad has very little bikes in it.
I mean, that's a crazy premise for a kid's movie.
Why can't these kids just mind their own business, honestly?
Only a couple reviews on this one. One of them just says it's too predictable.
Well, maybe do they have their own prediction podcast? Because I think they're kind of getting in our turf there with that comment.
Yeah, they're kind of putting their nose where it doesn't belong. All right, Skinner, crank up the random thing picker and tell us what movie we are watching over on Patreon.
The only thing more random than the random thing picker is what year Amazon decides something comes out. So here we go as I go down to the little button that says pick one ! We are going to do The Bike Squad.
Yeah. All right. If it couldn't be Chomps.
It can't be Chomps. We've waited 40 plus years for Chomps. We can wait a few more months.
That's true.
Think about
I
that.
didn't even know Chomps was a thing until last month.
It either, according to Amazon, it either came out 8 years ago or 41 years ago. Think about that.
That is a giant gap of time.
It came out when I was 1 year old or when I had a baby.
Yeah, it's definitely from 1979 because if you look it up on Amazon, December 21st, 1979 is when it was released.
It's phenomenal. But we're doing the Bike Squad.
It sounds great, though.
What year did the Bike Squad actually come out?
1942, it looks like.
All right. I can't wait for all these moving pictures.
Yeah, one of the first appearances of Anthony Perkins, who would go on to be Norman Bates in Psycho.
He started off in the Bike Squad, though.
Yeah. But yeah, so we are going to be watching the Bike Squad and talking all about it over on patreon.com/predictocast. Head over there, find a tier that's right for you. Sign up today. $3 a month gets you all of Hot Diggity Dog, plus a chance to pick a film for us to watch as a bonus episode. Every month we have a poll over there. You can select from a list of movies that we will do an episode on over on Patreon. So for $3 a month, you get 2 bonus episodes every month. I think that's a pretty amazing deal. And for $5 a month, you get our brand new Erie, Indiana podcast, plus Hot Diggity Dog, plus that bonus episode. So it's an amazing deal. There's tons of content, over a year's worth of bonus episodes over there right now. Go check it out. It's great.
It is great. I think you should check it out, like Josh said.
But until next month, when we're back picking another dog movie all over again, I've been Josh.
I've been Skinner.
And we'll see you over on Patreon for Hot Diggity Dog, the Bike Squad. Rated R.
Rated R. The first time, like, people will look at that title and go, like, why the fuck are they doing that in a dog movie podcast?
To hear our complete thoughts on the film we picked on today's selection episode, head over to patreon.com/predictocast.
What you do to me when you're holding me tight.
On the Story Song Podcast, we closely examine the story of famous story songs.
We'll walk you through the lyrics you've heard 1,000 times, but have never thought about.
Leave it to us because we overthink everything.
Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? Why is this my job? Why is this on me now?
I didn't even like those guys.
We discuss the history of the story songs you love. Show of hands. Who here knew that Rick Springfield was Australian?
No clue.
The Wikipedia article started with, "You guys, you're not going to believe this."
The Story Song Podcast. Find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Forge Audio.
Dream it.
Build it.
Share it.